Welcome back to the Overcomfort podcast. I am your host, Jenicka Lopez. Thank you so much for watching and listening from wherever platform you guys are at. I'm very excited for today's episode, you guys. I'm going to be very honest. Okay, first of all, this is Suzy and Ilya.
Nice to meet you. I don't know why I just keep clapping.
Nice to meet you. We hear the pew, pew, pew. No, this is Suzy and Ilya. They are, if you guys haven't watched YouTube, I don't know what you guys are doing. This is a very full circle moment for me. I will tell you guys and be very honest. I've watched you guys, Vlog Squad, all that, for a long time. And then I stopped watching, I'm going to be honest, and I don't know why. I think I just got too busy. But
I get it.
I've kept up, and I'm super happy to have you guys here to share your stories and who you guys are and, get to know you guys. Because look, you guys, this is the first time we meet. Like, I didn't get to meet them before to get like a good conversation with them. So this is, we're like on our first date. This is our first date.
Yeah, it is. We weren't even really talking before the cameras turned on either.
I know. I'm like,
we wanted to save everything.
Yes. Okay, so I've seen a couple TikToks. Like, I want to clear it up. Are you guys dating or are you not dating?
Let's just cut to the chase.
I just want to know. Like, so we know. The people want to know.
I plead the fifth.
As do I.
Wow.
Hey, I'm like, what was the fifth again?
What was the fifth? Can you read me my amendments, please?
I'm trying to find it. I'm going.
Text me later. Like, what did we say?
How long have you guys known each other for?
5 years, right? 6 years?
Yeah, like 6 or 7 years now.
Yeah, we've known each other for a while.
Obviously, we've gotten close over the last year. I mean,
Yeah.
As you would with anybody that you train every single day, text every single day, like are with every single day.
Okay, yeah.
Sounds like a problem.
No.
What do you mean sounds like a problem?
No.
Like, he's like, just
There's
kidding.
definitely like part of that.
Of course, no, of course.
Naturally, but yeah, we've gotten really close over the last year.
Yeah.
That's so cool. I love that.
Especially because I got to see her get into a fight, live.
Yeah.
Get her ass beat, and then go in the locker room, and like I experienced all that raw. So.
That's what she said. We're really we're really outing me this morning, aren't we?
I know.
I didn't mean exactly.
He woke up feisty.
I text you later. I'm like, yo, why did you do that? Why did you say that?
Don't worry. Well, okay. So you guys have been friends for like 5 years, and because I feel like you guys are jokesters, right? Everybody's a little jokester in like the little squad and all that stuff. So like now that you guys are like training and stuff, this is like the time to be serious. Was that hard? Because I feel like with Suzy already, I've laughed a couple times, and I'm just like, I don't know how I would be able to train her.
Yeah.
Please, Ilya, answer that question.
No, I mean, anybody that's like serious about training and wants to lose weight,
Right.
comes into it with a mentality of like, I'm not joking around.
Okay.
And obviously, there are moments throughout where like we have fun. You have to.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like really.
If not, it's like draining, right?
Yeah. But the bottom line is like we get down to work and like we have fun, but we get it done.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how many. You complain a lot? Are you a complainer?
Yeah.
She's like, wait.
Ill.
Does she complain?
Okay, answer it fully, please.
All right, I mean, she complains a lot, but I will say, no matter how many times she complains, she still moves forward. So there's at least a positive to it, where she does do it,
Right.
as the result of show.
But she's just a bitch.
Honestly, I think overall you've done really well, like about complaining.
Look at him complimenting
I mean,
after just being rude. After destroying.
I mean, it's fine.
No, I'm punching down. I'm not punching up.
It's a good balance. He's a Libra, I'm a Sag.
You're a Libra?
I love Libra.
When's your birthday?
Can you guess?
I feel like
She's like, I'm not a psychic.
October
She Googled it.
October 6th.
October 16th.
I'm October 3rd. I'm a Libra too.
Nice. Hell yeah.
I
Yeah.
love Libras. Libras are the best. I'm a Sag.
Nice. All right, cool. Well, okay, before we get into obviously like the training and all that stuff, we'll get more into that later on, but I do want to know before social media, who you guys were. Like, who was Ilya, who was Suzy before obviously Vlog Squad and, all this crazy stuff. Like, how did you guys grow up? Because you mentioned to me you lived here in the Valley, right?
I'm from the Valley.
You lived in Chicago?
Yep.
Okay. So, Suzy, how was it life growing up for you? Like, you've mentioned before, like, it's because of your weight and all that. Like, can we get more into that?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Y'all really want me to tear up this morning, don't you?
I will tear up with you.
It's Suzy.
It's Suzy Day.
No, so I grew up. Are you talking about my personal life? Or
Both. It could be anything. Like, who was Suzy before social media? Like, what was like a day of Suzy?
Dude, can we put?
I'm actually interested in this too because I don't know you before all the crazy stuff happened.
It's crazy. I grew up like with my parents, my mom and dad, my brother, and growing up was actually really difficult for us. But I think that's definitely what shaped me into who I am today. And we've had a lot of obstacles. A lot of obstacles have gotten in the way. And in family life, whether it was that or whatever it was. And yeah, growing up, the number one thing was that I was always like very self-conscious. And but it's weird because after growing up after high school, I immediately got a job at Hot Topic right after. I'm just gonna tell you right after high school what happened. I got a job at Hot Topic after working there. I was working there, but I was also a student full time because I was trying to get into being. I've never said this publicly. I wanted to be a neonatal nurse.
Oh, what?
It's a baby nurse. It's the nurses that go and they take care of the babies after the babies are born.
Okay.
After the babies are born. I wanted to be a neonatal nurse because I love kids
Can
so
you say
much.
it slowly? How do you say it?
Neonatal nurse.
Neonatal?
Yeah. Neonatal nurse, yes.
Interesting.
That was what I wanted to do. That was what I wanted to do.
Okay.
So and it's crazy. I've never told anyone that. But I was going to school to be a neonatal nurse and I was doing a bunch of research on it and I just didn't like what you needed to do before becoming a neonatal nurse. And that made me really sad and I knew emotionally I couldn't handle that. And then after having one job, I had to get a second job. So I was working 2 jobs at one point. I was working at Hot Topic. I was working as a after-school supervisor at a private school, and I was also a full-time student. Okay. So I was doing 2 jobs and a full-time student.
What private school, if you don't mind me asking?
It was a Catholic, Holy Trinity Catholic school in Atwater Village.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was the after-school supervisor there. So I was with 2 jobs and the full-time student, and only because life was really difficult, and I just kind of wanted to make things better. But yeah, for the most part, I don't know where else to go with this. I've always had jobs growing up. After my first job was literally when I was 17 years old.
Wow.
16, 17 years old.
Okay.
And the way I actually got my first job, I forgot to mention this, is I was failing high school. Wow. I was about to not graduate. I was behind 100 credits. I'm not even kidding. I was behind 100 credits. So I would wake up at 6 a.m, be at school at 7 a.m, be at school till 3 p.m. Right after 3 p.m, I would have to go and get more, go to this school where I had to get
like the secondary prep thing, right?
So I had to get more get more credits, and then after I was done getting my credits, I had to get volunteer hours.
Oh my god!
So my volunteer hours just happened to be at Hot Topic.
Wow!
So I volunteered at Hot Topic for two months so I could gain credits for school so I can graduate because I barely made it. Wow. I barely made it to graduation because my freshman year of high school I just didn't even care. I ditched school. I'm being honest. I ditched school. I would just go hang out and I would just it was a bad time. But and then where was I going? Oh yeah, so I went to school. I worked at Hot Topic, and because I worked there for 2 months, the manager really liked me. So because I was volunteering there for free for 2-3 months, she ended up really liking me and she ended up hiring me.
Oh, okay.
So that's how I got my first job.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But so in between of that, because what was you're Armenian?
I'm Armenian, yeah.
Armenian, right? Are your parents strict with you?
Yeah, 50-50. Growing up, yes. From until I was they realized that I have a good head over my shoulders. I guess that was like 16, 17. They
Right.
kind of were,
they kind of let you go, and then you're like, let me ditch school.
Yeah. I went to school, and I was working for, I think it was a year and a half. I was working 2 jobs, and I was a full-time student.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And you mentioned that you always like battled with like your weight and stuff growing up though, right? So was it because of for me, because I'm Mexican and Latina, like I feel like it's, I guess, not harder, but it is more difficult because all we eat is rice, beans, tortillas, and bread, and all this stuff, and you have no other options but to eat because obviously you're younger and all. I'm gonna share it, and people are probably tired of hearing it from me, but I went to fat camp.
Wow.
My mom sent me to fat camp.
I just got goosebumps.
She sent me to fat camp when I was 10. 11, I would say. And so because my mom, if you guys probably don't know, but my mom was an artist. She was a Mexican artist, so her image and her weight was super important to her. And so it reflected on her kids. And then because my grandpa was also very like tough on her too, like he made him go to the gym. And then my dad also was like a baseball player. He wanted to take me to track or whatever, and I went to fat camp. So that's why I was asking, like, how was your weight growing up? Like, was it like really, really heavy on you? Like your parents, or like, did you have no other choice, or what was that like? Like,
Wait, sorry, before you answer that, can you tell me what fat camp entails?
okay, so fat camp, it was like this thing, and she also had sent my sister too, and the camp was strategically next to a Hershey factory in somewhere far. So every day that my sister would wake up,
that's messed up.
You would smell the chocolate.
That's fucked up.
That's really fucked up.
No, but let me just say this. At the end of the day, like my mom had her best intentions, and I'm grateful because now I know like what it means to take care of your body. And although she didn't do it in the best way, like I know what it means to take care of your health and your body. And I know that, at that time it was important. But fat camp was basically just a hardcore boot camp. I was sent to San Diego. It was like a dorm, like a big college dorm. And you're in a room with a bunch of girls girls. And there's obviously boys, obviously it was like separate, but you wake up, you work out, you go to the buffets, like a certain like meal plan, breakfast.
Buffet?
Yeah, like a buffet, but like a cafeteria per se, right?
Okay.
So it's a cafeteria, you go, you get your food, you have your notebook of what you're eating and all this stuff. You have a specific person that you're you have to be accountable with. And our dessert were like little gummies, like the Welch gummy bags, but the small little baby ones, right? So it was basically that. You go to the cafeteria, you go work out like twice a day, and then that's it. Eat, work out, sleep.
Do you have activities like?
Yeah. What do you do throughout the day?
I honestly, I can't remember. All I remember is like running around the school, like as part of like exercise. That's literally that's all I remember is literally running.
This is during the summer?
This is, during summer. But I remember I hated it so much. Like I cried and I had my sister come pick me up. I was like, this is like, I'm sorry. Like I can't do this. Like it was literally eating me alive. Like there'd be kids even that probably had it worse than what I probably felt, but they were like, they would save all their gummy bags, the little gummy bear bags inside their cabinets, and they would come check the supervisors or whatever the fuck they were. Like they would come and check the cabinets and like see or whatever. But I don't know if they do them now, but
that's mentally,
I hope
like, not
it was
okay.
a lot. It was draining. It was a lot. And like to this day, I still battle with like, obviously like body dysmorphia and like really taking care of myself because it is social media. It is like my family had a reality show. So like watching back the clips and like YouTube and all that stuff, like it would mess with me. So that's why I was asking, like, how was it for you before social media, like your weight and like a normal day, or, even for you, Ilya, like you creating Xeela? I keep saying it wrong. Xeela Fitness, like what made you get to the point of creating something to help inspire people?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You want to go first? Because I think there's still a question for you to answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is. I didn't know. I didn't know you wanted. Yeah.
No, you can go first.
yeah, growing up, I think I started getting bullied when I was in elementary school. And the very first bullying, I will never forget this in my life, because I remember I called my mom to come pick me up because I was crying. And these group of girls, they literally were bullying me in elementary school. I think I was in fourth grade or something. I'll never forget. Oh no, I wasn't in fourth grade, fifth grade. And I was going through puberty little by little. And I think I was 12, 13, right? Is that how old you are in fifth grade, sixth grade?
Yeah.
Sixth grade.
You're probably like
It's 11.
11,
Or yeah, and I think little by little I was starting to go through puberty or whatever. And these girls started calling me pizza face. And it was the most effed up thing that I've ever heard in my life. And I started crying, and then they started attacking me more and more and more and more. So from then on, I used to get bullied for being fat, and I used to be called for being just, it was really, really messed up. It messed me up so bad to the point when I was in high school, I literally used to just hang out by myself on the third floor.
Wow.
Yeah, it was bad.
Oh my God. I feel that because I would go to school too, and I wouldn't be able to do the PE, like the PE, because I was too tired to run. Yeah. Like, and people would make fun of me because I'd be at the end, or like, you know, when in high school you have to reach a certain time. Girls had to reach like under 11 minutes to do the mile, and I'm like, I would literally be like, I got my period, I can't run today.
You know what I did is I befriended my PE teacher, and I befriended my PE teacher, and I just begged her. I'm like, please, I will do anything. Just do not make me run. And I remember even in high school, in elementary, middle, and high school, I used to not want to be seen in the cafeteria because I would just get bullied so much because people, because I don't think, I've never said this, but it's even when you're ordering food, whenever you're anywhere around food and there's other people around you and you're in a public setting, people look at you differently.
You feel the judgment.
Exactly. So whenever I would want to go get food from the cafeteria, the kids would just start picking on me. They're like, "Oh, you don't need that food, fat ass, like fat soul, like whatever." It was bad. Wow. It was bad. It was really bad.
But now you feel like it shaped you to who you are today.
100%.
Right?
I think it's made me mentally very, very, very strong.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
I'm happy with, especially with Ill. Like he's changed my life. Like it's you know, I can't look at him because I'll cry.
I want to be invited to the wedding. Anyways, so how did you start your whole fitness, all that stuff? Because you came from Chicago, right?
I want to be invited.
Yeah, so I was born in Belarus, and then I came to Chicago when I was really little. I was like 3, and I lived in Chicago until I was about 24, roughly. Moved to LA about 3 years ago, and in Chicago I was doing something completely different. It was actually plumbing.
Oh,
yeah, so like something completely different. But I loved working out. Like I love fitness, and I think like first and foremost, a characteristic that I've had and like that I've just seen come to me naturally is like I just genuinely, like with all good intention, want to help people. And like combining fitness with that, I was like, I want to start a fitness company that I can make money off and make a living off of, and B, help people, right? So like I have these two things in my life I want to achieve, and so that's why I started Xeela Fitness.
You put it hand in hand.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because you were you always fit, or you kind of like you started and you just got inspired?
So my mom was so strict on me when I was growing, like so strict with food.
Okay.
I can't even explain to you. I would, up until about 17, where I got my first job, or when I got my first job, no McDonald's, no eating out, like zero.
Wow.
And I remember going to going on vacations, and we go on vacations maybe twice a year. We go like Mexico or whatever, and it would be an all-inclusive restaurant or all-inclusive resort. And I would just binge like crazy, like Coca-Cola, Sprite, pizza, chips. My mom would be like, what are you eating? And I'm like, at the time I was just a kid. I didn't know what was going on, but it's because I wasn't allowed to have anything.
Right.
And then when I'm allowed to have something, I'm just like, okay, I'm going all in, which actually kind of carried into like my current life. But point is, I don't know where I was going with that.
Have you watched The Office? It's my
Yeah.
favorite. It's my favorite. Sometimes I start a sentence. I don't know where I'm going, but I hope I find it along the way.
No, we're like, you're finding it. No, you were saying how your mom was super strict on you and like,
Oh, you asked me like if I was always fit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So my mom was really, really strict.
Strict
I
on
know,
you?
like I went on a tangent
Yeah.
there, but she was super strict, and I didn't. I looked always really good. I played sports. I was
Right.
genetically blessed with a really good physique, and yeah.
I'm just kidding.
No, but actually another reason of why I wanted to do is like I didn't want to waste my genes.
Yeah.
You know, I was like I was just like literally blessed with a nice body, and all I have to do is eat correctly and work out, and I'll look really good. So I didn't want to waste that.
Must be nice.
Yeah,
You
no,
got-
no, definitely. I do have the upper hand, like in terms of that, but it's still a lot of.
It is no, of
still a lot of
course,
work.
it is. So when Suzy came into the picture, like, hey, Ilya, can you help me? Like,
Tell the
did you
story.
take it serious, or how was that? Like, did
Yeah.
you actually believe her?
Tell the story.
I mean, so I remember it's like a T. I was in the Xeela gym, and Suzy comes up to me. She's like, "Hey, I want to do this fight, and I want you to train me for the fight." And in the moment, I wasn't thinking immediate. Okay, this is gonna be a documentary weight loss journey. I was thinking, okay, yeah, she wants help for a fight. I can have my boxing coach, my boxing trainer help her.
Okay, wait, was that fight like a legit fight,
Yeah.
or was it like trolling?
No, I was fighting.
Okay.
I
I mean, it was a legitimate fight, but
Yeah.
it was an amateur fight.
Okay,
right?
Yeah.
okay.
So
Thank you.
yeah,
Okay. Okay.
but yeah, so at that point in my head, I was like, okay, this could actually be something, right? This could be
Right.
the start of her journey because she's going to be training and getting into shape for the match anyways.
Mm-hmm.
I might as well start her fitness journey. And so that's how we got started.
Did you have that plan though? Like, because you did Natalie, right?
Yep.
Did you want to do somebody else, or did you want it just to come to you? Like, want them to want it?
Yeah, I think first and foremost, you have to have them want it more than you want it, for them. And that's like so important because if I reach out and I'm like, hey, I want you to
course.
do this,
It's not gonna mean much.
never. Yeah. Never.
Right.
No matter anything. They have to come to you and they have to be like, I want to do this.
Dude, so did you expect to like be where you're at now though? Cause the fight kind of like did it fuck you up? Because I noticed that like after December like 2022, you stopped posting. I noticed, and then in March you started posting again of this year. So I'm like, did it really mess you up like mentally and then obviously physically? Like,
In December after the fight, I went into Ilya's office and I told him I don't know if I wanted to. I think you should say the story.
Yeah. So
He'll say it better. I just talk too much.
we didn't really have like much of a plan
Yeah.
after the fight.
Yeah.
It was just kind of, like if she wins, great. It'll be this awesome moment. And she
Right.
obviously ended up losing, which then made me realize, okay, now she needs a redemption arc.
right?
And that redemption arc in my eyes was she needs to run a marathon.
Yeah.
And for for probably a month, she hated me, hated, because
DND.
because I would make her run so fucking much.
Right.
Because obviously for a marathon,
Yes,
you got to
of course.
train. And, and the number one thing she told me when she started, she's like, I'll do anything but run.
I
I hate running.
When I first started, I said, "Yo, bro, I'm gonna tell you one thing. You literally have me climb Mount Everest.
Yes.
have me climb, dude. Have me climb anything. Do not make me run.
but here's
I
the
hate it though. I hate
Yeah.
running too because
I know.
I'm big chested.
I am too.
Like
I am
I'm
too.
just
I
like
get it.
it's so as a girl it just feels so ugly.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I mean, I totally agreed and probably uncomfortable. but I took that as like a positive, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna make her do something that she hates,
Right.
And I'm gonna make sure that she understands that even if she hates it, she's still gonna be able to do it. You know what I mean? And so after that month, we obviously had actually multiple conversations, and
Yeah.
she changed we changed up her mind a little bit, and she got more into the routine of it and
Yeah.
got consistent, and then she ran a half marathon.
Wow.
Well, before the half marathon, we ran so basically to kind of sum it up is, in December after the fight, I felt really discouraged. And I cried and it was bad. I just didn't want to move forward. And I was upset. I was sad. And after speaking with him, he just, as he said, we just wanted to keep going. And he told me, he said, yo, you can't stop. Like, let's go. Like, we got to do this. And 100% without him, I wouldn't have been able to. And we started training before the half marathon. We actually ran a Spartan race. I don't know if you're aware. I don't know if you know what the Spartan.
Yeah, I've done something like that called a mud run, but it's mud,
similar.
and
Yeah.
it's like, oh, that was horrible.
Oh,
No,
no.
Well,
Okay, I want to do it. I
at that time, the time that I did it, I was a lot like way more overweight, and getting in mud and you're breathing like it's just really really bad. And I was during a reality show, and that was like the moment for me, like that I needed to lose weight and stuff.
Yeah.
So for me, I mean, I'll do it again just to see where my body and my mind is at.
Yeah.
But it seems like, okay, that seems scary.
Yeah. Dude, a Spartan race, it's crazy. We did it a month apart, yeah? We did a Spartan race, and then after we did a half marathon together.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And it's funny because the marathon was supposed to be this, like the peak of it, this huge accomplishment. But after the Spartan race, I'm like, I don't give a fuck when everybody says that was the hardest thing ever.
100%.
And
Really?
the
Yeah.
half marathon that we did was a
Is it like X Games? Like harder, probably?
I mean, it's just like,
We were in the middle. I'm sorry to cut you off. We were in the middle. I swear to God, I'm not even exaggerating when I say this. In the middle of the desert. Imagine being just miles into the desert and you're just running. And if you died, I mean.
so it's similar to
In LA?
no,
Nevada.
in Vegas.
Oh no.
Yeah, so it's similar to like the mud run where you have obstacles every however many miles. Yeah, it's pretty brutal.
It was 25 obstacles.
Yeah, I mean, it made everything else seem like a cakewalk.
Yeah. It was just we had to go over big walls, and I'm 5 feet tall. So
You are tiny.
Yeah, so I'm 5 feet tall. So seeing these giants, I'm just looking up. I'm like, dude, what is going on right now?
Yeah,
and then you have to what do you
rock climb,
No, not rock climb.
The rope?
ladder.
No,
He names
whenever
everything.
a hangy thingy, like you go like that.
Oh, the monkey bars?
Monkey bars, there we are. Hangy thingy.
The monkey bars, the ones with like...
The monkey bars were actually spinning.
Oh no.
So they spin. So as it's spinning, you got to jump onto the other one.
You made her do this?
No, we wanted to.
Oh my God.
We wanted to. Dude, when you're in that situation, it makes you strong.
Of course.
It's a fight or flight.
Yes.
It's a fight or flight.
And also, again, like I said, doing something that hard makes you realize everything else is really
100%.
easy.
And then after
So when
that,
we did the half marathon,
It was so easy.
Easy breezy.
so fun.
It was so easy. Yeah.
Oh, then you should, like the marathon should have been first and then the Spartan.
No, I'm happy that the Spartan.
Yeah,
was
I'm
first.
happy the Spartan was first
Because
too.
then it made us stronger. Well, made me stronger. That I looked at the half marathon kind of like a quote unquote reward, if that makes any sense.
Right.
Because it's 13 miles, but you know what the thing is when you're running, you don't realize you're running. For me anyway, after 3 miles, I don't even feel my legs anymore.
Wow.
I just feel like I'm running on a cloud. I'm just like, la, la, la.
I can't relate. I'm still thinking about when am I going to stop? No. But dude, that's awesome. In these 9 months, it's been 9 months, right? Or a year almost. You've done a boxing fight, a Spartan race, and a marathon.
2 half marathons.
Dude,
What the-
that's some boss shit right
and
there.
she did swim week.
Yeah, and I did swim.
She walked swim
I
week.
saw that.
Yeah.
You're hot shit right there. That's fire. Was it Miami?
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
how did you feel? Were you nervous though? Like,
In the beginning, I was a little nervous, but the second I was about to go on the runway, I heard them yelling from my left ear, and that's what pumped me up.
no.
You know,
Because it was like your first time wearing a two-piece or no?
Yeah. Well, I wore one in Cabo 2 years prior,
Right.
but it was long, like the long underwears.
Uh-huh.
But I after that, I never wore it again, just because I didn't like how I looked.
Right.
But it was just like the long underwears. It wasn't like what I wore.
So how did it feel like now? Like after that? Did it feel different? Did you like how you looked after?
100%. But I definitely, I know there is more progress that I would like to make. But for the most part, I'm proud of everything that I have accomplished, and with Ilya's help. And yeah, doing that runway was just it was crazy. It was especially hearing them because they were legit front row.
Right.
They were legit in the front row, and as I'm about to go up, they noticed that I'm about to go on the runway, and I hear them yelling, and I got this burst of adrenaline in me.
Wow. We're gonna clap to that. Good job, Suze.
Cue clapping music.
Yeah, we're gonna do happy music. All right, we're gonna go on a quick break, and we'll be right back because I kind of want to know what your family thinks about where you're at and talk more about your fitness and all that.
Okay. Wait, what do you mean we're going on break?
Oh, it's because I have to go on break.
Real break.
No.
We're going for lunch.
We're going for lunch, but we'll be right back. Welcome back, you guys. Okay, so on break we were talking about like Shadi and all that stuff. I would honestly love to see her do a whole little Ilya. Can you say it again? What's the
Xeela.
Xeela. I don't know why my mind goes to Xyla.
There's 2 E's.
I know, but like
It's
the X.
Yeah.
Anyways, but
X-E-L-A.
for all of it, dude, that would be a cool YouTube video though. For like everybody to do like a whole trial. I'd be scared.
Me and Il training her.
Dude, yes, because
She would hate me.
she's good because I've taken her to the gym with me, and she'll run more than me. I'm like, all right, girl.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah, but anyways, beyond the point. How does your family feel about your journey?
They're really proud of me.
Yeah,
It's funny. You know what's really, really, really funny? I was just talking to my mom about this yesterday. She stepped on the scale and she looks at me all proud. She's like, I lost weight.
Dude, my parents do the same shit. My dad will send me photos of himself.
And we're the trainers out. Okay, so
Hey, you're at 24-hour fitness with your mom. You're screaming at her with a whistle.
dude.
I make a talk on her. You're like, yo, what are you doing? Okay.
I like how Suzy laughs but doesn't laugh. Like she holds it like in her throat.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what she said. They never disappoint, huh?
No.
They never disappoint.
No, you've never had a bad one.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they.
My dad, he's saying that that's what she said has never been bad.
Oh, wait, what?
My dad's.
She's really good at that's what she said.
I'm really.
No,
good.
it's like it's pretty impressive actually because it's not cheesy ones. It's the ones that you wouldn't think of.
Right.
And he always tells me, he's like, how do you think of it whenever we're talking about something? But it's
Dude.
always spot on. Okay, sorry. No, yeah, my mom, she stepped on the scale yesterday and she told me, she's like, I lost weight. And I
Why do you have to
accent.
say it in her accent?
I mean, it's okay. I always make fun of my mom. My mom knows. If my mom was watching this, Mom, I love you. But I get mad at her sometimes because she's getting older, and I always tell her, dude, stay away from sweets.
Right.
So whenever I see her eating sweets now, she gets scared of me and she'll just hide it. Or if I see it, I tell her, yo, dude, don't. You're getting older. And in my brain, I get afraid because whenever you get older, or you're more prone to getting, whatever
A disease,
other
diabetes.
Diabetes, yes, diabetes is the number one thing I'm afraid of her getting.
Yeah.
Heart disease.
Yeah, and with my dad as well. I always get mad at my mom and my dad. Yo, you guys need to lose weight. My older brother Nick actually lost some weight because he did get a little jelly. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm saying it on air right now. He did get a little jelly because I got attention because I was losing weight. So he's like, F that, I'm gonna lose weight
He's like,
too.
I need it.
But Vardon, my younger brother Vardon is 17, so I don't think he's really there of, yo, I need to do it. But my older brother did it, and my parents, I'm trying to motivate them because they look at me and I don't think that they can, let me just put it to you this way. They didn't believe that I could do it.
Wow.
Because I've always loved food.
Of course.
I've always loved food. So I don't think that they kind of were like, yo, she has the willpower.
There's your mom told us.
Oh my God, she outed me.
Totally outed you.
So mean. So mean.
She said.
I don't want to hear.
She said that Suzy used to sneak in food like DoorDash.
So embarrassing. Stop, Ilya, please stop.
What was it, Cane's or Burgers or something, or In-N-Out through her bedroom window.
Oh,
Stop.
No,
Yeah.
but look about it. Look now, like
I know.
she
I know.
DoorDashes
Isn't
a
it crazy?
salad.
Isn't it crazy how like to what extent
Yes.
humans will go to
Yep.
to get their fix? Because if you think about it, like
Get their fix.
it's no, but really, like food is like a drug,
Yeah.
man.
It is.
It's an
For me,
addicting-
it was a
addicting.
comfort.
Yeah.
Same as
For
well.
me, because my dad had passed away. I've always been like overweight, but after my dad passed away, like it got more, and then my mom passed away. I had gotten this gastric surgery before my mom passed, and then after it kind of just reversed because I kept eating and eating and eating. Was it a comfort for you too? Like, did you feel like you were hiding something, or like did like healing a part of you?
I would feel sad when kids would bully me in school, and then I would go home and eat. But here's another thing is that, again, in Armenian households as well, you have to eat. And if you don't eat, you are you're being disrespectful to their food. Whether it's my mom or my grandma.
Yeah.
And then I eat, and then they're saying, you ate. So what do I do?
Yeah, like and then you ate too much or whatever. Yes,
you understand.
Yeah,
You understand.
I
Like,
completely. If you're so rude if you don't eat it.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
But then you make fun of me a day later.
Yeah.
It's so, I get it. Ilya, did you ever feel like, did you have a responsibility, not only just to help her lose weight, but to help her like mentally as well though, as a friend?
Totally. Yeah, I think they go completely hand in hand.
Yeah.
I think it's first off, you have to change your mentality and understand that this is a lifestyle change. It's not a 6 month, 9 month, 1 year. It's like, if you're committed to this, you have to figure out a way to do it naturally forever.
Right.
Right. So that's the hardest thing. Losing the weight is actually pretty easy. Like when it comes down to it, because it's just science, right?
Right.
If you eat less, then you'll lose weight. But it's more than that. It's way, way more than that.
Yeah.
Do you feel healthier mentally though?
What?
Like
I was about to ask him, do you think I've changed in the past 9 months? I would like to actually know.
To be honest, I don't even remember the old you. Like,
See, that answers your question already.
Yeah.
like I don't remember the old you.
I don't remember the old me either. I don't remember the old me, but to answer your question, I do feel mentally a lot stronger.
That's good.
You know what the thing is I always tell Il, I feel, this is how I feel. Maybe other people don't feel this way, but losing weight has 100% been the hardest thing I've had to do. And the reason I say that is because you need to stay committed. You need to have willpower. You need to not, you need to want it. You need to stay consistent. You need to stay consistent. And I've realized that mentally what it's done to me, it's made my brain stronger. It's made me more attentive, more awake, which I was before, but I feel it 10 times more now. And I do feel like mentally I have so much more willpower. Like this is just a prime example. I was just talking about it a few days ago. I could easily say no to alcohol. Hypothetically, if I go out, I stop drinking whenever I was on the journey because it's just unnecessary calories that you don't need.
Of course.
And I stopped drinking, and I was never really a crazy drinker, but I would have drinks here and there or whatever, whatever you go out, you want to drink. But I started gaining so much more willpower where I started saying no. And that made me start saying no to other things.
Yeah, being able to say no gives you almost like more power to your willpower.
Yeah.
It makes you feel like you're in control.
But not just to like food or to drinking, but to like even people, like going out or something.
Yes.
Like
yeah, like getting
like
peer
setting
pressured.
boundaries.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's like it's super important to set boundaries when you're on your journey.
Yeah.
I mean, in your life in general, but especially when you're trying to lose weight.
Do you think you guys would have ever done it like if it wasn't, say Ilya wasn't your friend, like, or do you think you could have gotten this far with a stranger, like a trainer that wasn't your friend?
No. 100% no.
Well, I mean, I'm going to step in for a second because I think that if you have a trainer that genuinely cares,
right?
Where, a lot of trainers are just kind of in and out, like they don't really actually care.
Yeah.
But if you find a good one, and there are good ones out there, they're
course.
just really hard to come by, then you will do it.
Yeah.
Number one, like I said before, the most important thing is that you have to want it. And then number two, you have to have somebody else want it for you as well.
Of course.
Yeah.
I know. That was my trainer for me though. Like she ended up leaving to Texas, and then after that, like she left, when was it? Like March? She left in March, and I haven't been able to find a trainer since. Like, because it's a connection. Like,
It's
and
a
luckily
total
you
connection.
guys were friends before, but it brought you guys closer, right? So it's like, she was literally like my therapist. Like that 1 hour
Yeah.
session, like it was so healing to me. I used to hate going to the gym, but when then she came into my life, I'd be like, I cannot wait to see her. I need to talk to her about this. And the hour would go by like this. And it
Yep.
would just be so healing. And so
We would actually have
agree.
we'd have bi-weekly meetings where the meetings would be like therapy sessions, but they're not. I didn't call them therapy sessions. I just called them bi-weekly
Right.
meetings where it'd be me, Suzy, and our trainer, Xavier. Because Suzy would get trained by me, and she would also get trained by Xavier, who's like the strength and conditioning coach.
okay.
And so, anyways, we'd have these meetings, and basically it'd just be us talking about her feelings and what she hates, and during that, a 30 minutes of time, she would just completely release, and then we'd fix whatever she hated, and then move forward. But you have to have that.
You have to have that vulnerability and to be able to like say it and speak it, because otherwise, how is they supposed to help you
Yeah.
Yeah,
or guide you or whatever?
Yeah, no, I have to know for sure.
I do agree with you for sure.
Yeah, no, there's
Because I was gonna say something publicly, but
what?
The thing with me and Il is I only give him so many compliments like throughout like
Like
a
I
week.
do that's it.
And this is a compliment of the week is
What's the compliment?
now it feels when I don't see him, you start like missing a person because hey, do you feel the same way?
I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yeah.
Like
no
just
sweat.
cameras on, yeah.
No, I texted you the other day. I was like, because we're done with the journey. I was like, yo, just because I'm not texting you doesn't mean that like you
Yeah.
can stop. You know
And
what
I
mean?
read that text. I'm like, that's right.
She's like, She's like, keep missing me.
Sometimes you have to let go of what you.
Yeah, right.
So okay, so talking about like being funny and stuff, do you use that as a coping mechanism? Do you
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like it helps you? Like, are you? So I'm gonna assume, and it's not right to assume, but is it like, do you use it to block something, or you don't like to talk about your feelings sometimes? Oh damn.
I never really thought about it that way. Can I honestly? Let me tell you what the thing is. The reason why I am funny is because I like to say what people are thinking. That's the thing.
Also, like without a filter, like straight up shit.
I don't have he knows I don't have a filter at all.
Right.
Does it get you in trouble sometimes though?
Sometimes.
All the time?
I'm always in trouble.
Really?
I'm always in the 9 months. In the 9 months, I was in trouble every day.
Did you ever want to like quit with her though?
Yeah.
With her?
Yeah. Like I'm done. Like I can't.
Yeah. Then I cracked the joke up. But like, all right, I love her again.
No. I mean, if the thing is, once I start seeing results of the trainee, then like I'm all in, and I will not let anything happen. Like whatever, even if I have to move that person into my fucking bedroom and monitor
That's
them.
awesome though.
Yeah.
He wanted me to move.
Like you're
in.
really passionate about it.
Yeah, no,
I
I mean
that.
like my trainee is like my baby. It's like my child, like
Yeah.
literally. So I will not let anything happen. Like I will make sure that they reach
He
their
used to
goal.
call me his baby. Okay, no, but actually, no. It used to be a coping mechanism, comedy, because that's what.
Right.
Besides food, I would turn to that as well. But, I really, honestly, this is the absolute truth. And this is something I have not, again, I keep my emotions inside, you know? And I haven't said it publicly. I really do love to make people laugh. I love seeing a smile on people's faces. It's truly that. Besides having no filter and saying what people are thinking, I do love making people laugh and smile. It makes me happy. It makes me feel
I like
warm
that
inside.
though. I
Yeah.
like that. You've made me feel comfortable.
Hell yeah, baby.
Like
come
meeting
on
on
now.
the first time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Wait, this isn't our first time meeting. We've met before. I'm kidding.
What?
I'm making a joke.
Well, you
making
guys
a joke.
seem like you like are friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're cool.
Yeah, we are cool.
No. Anyways, I'm just
Next question.
next question. No, I was gonna say. So I heard you had something to read to us today to the class.
Oh, wow. We're there already?
I just.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, I saw you carrying that in the parking lot, and I was
Yeah.
like, what is that?
Yeah, no, you know what? Because I was putting my jacket on and I put my jacket on and I tried hiding it, but I couldn't, and he saw it in my hand, and I was like, oh. But then he was like, oh, cool jacket, and I was like, oh, maybe he didn't see it.
No, I mean I definitely saw it, but I wasn't like questioning it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you know that. Hold up, I'm trying to. My phone number's on it, so I'm just trying to make.
Oh, let me show. Can I show it?
My phone. No. Okay. So, you know that I'm moving out, right?
Yes.
Oh, where
Okay.
are you moving to?
Well, we just.
Into our house.
Yeah, I'm like,
Permanently.
Oh, we're getting married now.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, so you know that I'm moving out. So I'm obviously when you're moving out, you're
Emotions.
Boxing.
no, not your emotions. You're taking out
Memories.
because you're just throwing stuff
Yeah.
away or whatever.
You're like looking through your whole
Yeah,
stuff.
so I had put two letters actually in a box, and it's crazy. I told her about. I didn't tell her about it. I told one of the people here, and they told her. She knows, and this is the first time I wanted to text it to you a few days ago when I found it, but I didn't. And I found a letter that I had written myself in 2012.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
2012.
Yeah,
11 years ago.
I was 16 years old, and I'm 27 now.
Oh my.
So 11 years ago,
Wow.
I was 16 years old, and I wrote this letter to myself. And I had the reason I wrote this letter is because I wanted to see who I was 10, 11, 20 years from now. So
That's wild.
I'm gonna open the letter because I didn't even know. I forgot completely that this letter existed because it was literally in my memory box.
Yeah.
That I forgot about. And
Have you read it before?
I read it a few days ago. Yeah, when I found it.
Okay,
But-
I want to preface something though. I want to say I'm bringing it up now because I feel like we talked about like your childhood and like how you're healed mentally now, and kind of give people the perspective of like, okay, this was Suzy at 16 and now this is Suzy at 27, and
Yeah,
like
11 years.
so you guys hear how her growth has been since she was 16.
This is the craziest shit I
Okay.
have ever seen.
Oh wait, stop, wait. So it's
Wow.
June 1st, 2012. It says it right here.
I mean, it literally feels like we are traveling back in time.
Yeah.
Let's all close our eyes.
Yeah.
See Suzy.
Again, to anyone listening or watching or anything, again, just to clarify, as Jenicka said, this was me at 16 years old. I'm a completely new woman now. I'm 27 years old. I'm stronger mentally, physically. Just I'm in a really amazing place. This was me at 16. So I don't want to read the entire letter.
Okay.
But I do want to read.
Excerpts from it.
Yes, and it's one sentence in particular that I did want to read to you.
Okay.
I wrote.
I
let me read a
love
few more
Ilya.
Yeah,
I've always loved Ilya. I don't know who he is yet, but I'm gonna fall in love with someone named Ilya.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah.
Okay.
Go.
Dear Suzy, well, it's currently June 1st and it's 1:48 p.m. and I'm in 5th period writing a letter. Things are going good. Every day is the same shit.
Typical Suzy.
Yeah. School and home. I wonder if I've lost any weight and if I'm the same person as I was in 2012.
But this is 2012. Oh, you're writing it to now. Okay.
No, and
You're writing
I'm
it to
the same
yourself
person as I was in 2012.
Got it. I'm sorry.
It's
Can you
a-
reread that so I don't confuse people?
All right. Dear Suzy, well, it's currently June 1st and it's 1:48 p.m. and I'm in 5th period.
Wait, read it again, but like I want you to do it like you did it originally, like
Okay.
slower.
Dear Suzy, well, it's currently June 1st and it's 1:48 p.m. This is June 1st, 2012. And I'm in 5th period writing a letter. Things are going good. Every day is the same shit. School and home. I wonder if I've lost any weight and if I'm the same person as I was in 2012.
Wow.
That was the first sentence of my 2-page letter.
Holy shit.
Imagine the first thing that comes into a 16-year-old's mind is if I've lost any weight.
Wow.
Damn, girl, you're getting me emotional.
I would cry.
Hey, I'm like, put some water in my ass. I think I talked a little bit more about weight here. I want to read it, but I'm just talking about being a bridesmaid and talking about best friends and loving One Direction. Okay. My fast on the Isons, you can't see.
Did you have an idea of when you wanted to read this or open it again?
No, I was supposed to read it in a year. I was supposed to read this letter a year from
After that date.
after I wrote it. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I actually have a second letter where
So it magically disappeared.
no, it didn't disappear. I put it in a box and I completely forgot that I had the box.
Right.
And I'm moving out now and I was going through old stuff and it just took this out and I was you know what's crazy is I was about to rip it up.
Right.
And then something in my brain was like, don't throw that away. Open it. Something just told me to do it.
Right.
So I opened it and I opened this and you know what the crazy part is I remember exactly where I was sitting down writing this letter. Like it all clicked to me. It was
You were in your room. You were in fifth period.
It was in fifth period, 140.
Wow.
Yeah.
Isn't it amazing how we have these memories that are stored
Yeah.
away, but they're not unlocked until you find something that makes you
Yeah.
remember it?
Yeah.
It's fucking wild.
like her. She literally something told her, and I'm a huge believer in God or whatever. but
subconscious
I would
mind.
literally be like, God literally told me to open this box and
Yeah.
pull out this letter I wrote out 11 years ago. That's crazy.
1 second. It's I wanna talk about. I'm like talking about like it's just irrelevant stuff that you shouldn't talk about. I wanna what else? It's like it's basically not trusting people at 16, which is insane.
I feel that.
It's crazy. I literally wrote a letter. I wrote a sentence here that said we're scared to let people go. We're scared to let people get close to us. We're scared they'll hurt us.
Literally me at 16 too.
Yeah,
Wow.
girl, what are you going through? Like,
Like what happened?
and then let me see.
Wow.
I think I talk about weight in the other one as well. Let me see if I have a change behavioral appearance. What I hang out with. Blah 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 blah. And then I basically just talk about I've been dreaming of going to New York ever since I could remember.
And then you went, right?
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
And then I wrote, anyway, I want to know how have I changed friend-wise, behavioral appearance, etc. I wrote that 2012, June 1st. And then I wrote a second letter actually a year after, January 9, 2013. Actually, it wasn't the year. It was 6 months later I wrote it. I don't know what I was thinking. Clearly, I wasn't. But let me see. I think I talked about weight in this one. My eyes can't really.
You want me to read it?
No, man, it's talking about One Direction and stuff. It's weird.
Yeah, but I want to find the weight part.
Yeah, I think it's up to New Year, actually. I'm already down here. I just turned 18. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. I don't think I talked about it. Did I?
I don't know.
I wrote over here, tell me yearly how everything changes and when you're older you could read them all and see how your life has changed. Whatever. Let me see in the back. Tell me why. No, I don't think I talked about weight, but I don't think I talked about weight in the second letter, but in the first letter, that's kind of crazy, right? 2012, 16 years old, my first sentence that I wrote is, I wonder if I've lost any weight. In a 2-page letter. And I was going to send it to you. I was going to take a picture and send it. But then, again, something in my brain told me not to do that.
You should bring it to the watch party tomorrow.
Okay. I'm like, you know what's crazy is I actually was going to do that.
No.
I was going to do that.
That's crazy, Suzy.
16 years old, dude.
But now, literally, you read it at the perfect time of your
Yeah.
life, though.
Yeah,
like,
Yeah.
Fucking wild.
Yeah.
you
If
read
think
it
about
right now.
Yeah.
It's like it was meant for you.
Dude,
Yes.
100%. And you know where...
Wild.
You know where the box was? It was literally, I have a memory box that I had put together of, I have a scrapbook of my childhood growing up, and I had made that because I love arts and crafts. So I put all of my memories in that box, and I got that box and I slid it all the way in the back of my bed. So you could never see it
Right.
unless, again, as I'm saying, you moved.
Unless you thought about it one day,
Exactly.
right?
And
Yeah.
I didn't even know. Dude, imagine if I had, I don't know, I tripped when I read the letter. I was like, whoa, what? The first sentence is me talking about my weight.
Yeah, that's definitely trippy. Definitely trippy.
But like, if you think about it, like you're 16, literally worrying about your weight
That's sad.
when you could be worried about going to prom or going on a date or hanging out with friends, but you're worried about your weight.
Yeah. I know, it's sad. sad.
I
It's
feel
sad.
that though.
It's
I
sad.
feel that. Like it's just you're so consumed about something, and it's like you weren't ready to help yourself,
Yeah.
right? Up until this point.
Yeah, 100%.
That's crazy. Wow. Okay, well, we're going to go on a quick break, and then we're going to come back and talk about Xeela and all that good stuff because we have some nice little things.
How long have I been doing this for? I feel like I've been here for 2 hours.
No, we're almost done. We're almost done. Don't worry, but we'll be right back. Welcome back. We're back from our little break. Okay, so I wanted to talk about Xeela, how you created it, your programs. Tell us, Xeela.
So before we jump into it, off camera, we were talking about how in the Spanish community it's kind of like a paradigm, like you were
Yes.
saying, to lose weight because of the foods that Hispanics eat. And it's funny because our next documentary trainee, his name is Jimmy, Hispanic. He's 425 pounds. He's 5'8". So that's going to be a big one. A big one.
that's
yeah.
crazy.
And he's the sweetest dude ever. Like the coolest guy. But yeah, he's very, very overweight. And
You started it already?
Started it.
His journey?
yes.
Okay.
Started his journey. Yeah, he's on week number 2. And yeah, he's all in. Like he's committed.
So when they start the journey, do you have like a idea amount of weeks, or you kind of just go as you see it?
Yeah, so we set it up based on how much weight they have to lose and how much time we have. And in his case, there's, I guess, unlimited time.
Right.
Right. But his is going to take about 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and if he does it quicker, then great. But yeah, I want him to get down to like 200 pounds.
Really?
So he's about to lose 225 pounds.
So say for example like that, what does his program, a week program, look like?
I mean, it's honestly pretty. Obviously, it's a little different, but it's also similar, right? Because he's very out of shape. Therefore, his sessions are more timid and mild, whereas someone lighter obviously gets it a little bit more
Right.
intense off the bat. But yeah, so he's eating at a deficit, at a caloric deficit, working out, watching his macros. Wow. Yeah, it's funny because a lot of people put weight loss in these like crazy terms and make it so fucking difficult for people to understand. But the reality is like, it's really not that hard. It's in terms of how to do it.
Right.
It's less calories than you burn per day. It's exercising, and it's eating the right foods.
Right.
But the hardest part is consistency. That's what.
Totally.
That's what.
Yeah,
that's what gets
day
you.
over day is what people fail
what-
at.
Yes.
It's like you do it one day, but can you do it for 2 months straight?
Months. Right. Is it harder for you to do the macros, Suzy? Because of where you live? Like, not where you live, but being at home and stuff too? Like, was it hard, macros, eating right and stuff like that?
Well, we had meal preps.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we had meal preps.
That's also
easier.
one thing I highly
Okay.
suggest anybody listening is
Right.
meal
Meal prep.
prep.
Yep.
You know what's
trying to lose
crazy?
weight.
Yeah, meal preps are so much cheaper than going and grocery shopping.
Really?
I never understood.
I feel like I've done the math and it's kind of, well, they both kind of like,
They probably add up to about the same. Like
Yeah.
a good meal prep is probably around like $10 to $15
for one meal.
for one
Yeah.
meal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Which
then
is,
it
if
adds
you
up.
think about it, like DoorDash or Postmates,
Yeah.
you're paying at least bare minimum $20.
And tip on top of
And-
that.
yeah.
Yep.
So it's totally worth it. But anyways, yeah, I started Xeela a year and a half ago. Our first trainee was our friend named John. He lost 50 pounds. He went from 225 to about 170,
That's crazy.
and yeah, he killed it. That's when we launched Xeela with our protein and our pre-workout. And since then, we've done Natalie, we've done Heath, we've done Suzy. We're about to do Zane.
Really?
Yeah, actually, he started. He's been 2 months in. We just
Okay.
haven't documented much, but he's 2 months in. He's gonna look fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And Jimmy, like I was saying,
Wow.
the Hispanic dude.
Yeah.
I want to ask something, okay? And I don't know how it'll come off, but for me, when I created my brand, like it always seemed like I was leeching off of my mom and her name. When you created Xeela, did y'all get comments because of David and all
Hell
that
yeah.
stuff? Was it hard for you though?
Yeah, I still get comments to this day. It's like, didn't David fund this or whatever? It's like, at the end of the day, what I need to prove is that this is something that was my baby, was my vision, and like I'm not saying that I didn't get help, right?
Right.
There's definitely you're gonna get help. No matter who you are, you're gonna get help from your friends.
I agree.
And I definitely did get help, but like at the end of the day, it's my mission and my job for people to understand like this is not Ilya's thing. This is Xeela. Xeela stands alone. It's
love
not.
that.
You know what I mean? It's not David's. It's not Ilya's. It's not Suzy's.
Because David doesn't work out or anything, right? He has a pizza
No.
shop.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like completely different. And which I like because at the end of the day, you are helping people.
Yeah.
And which I feel like I understand that because at the end of the day, I want to create the podcast as well so people can listen like your guys' stories or whatever to heal people.
Yeah.
And to bring like some type of guidance or
Motivation or
motivation.
inspiration. Yeah.
Exactly. You don't have a gym?
We do. So it's actually at David's house.
Okay.
We built out a gym in, he has 2 garages in one of his
But like a
garages.
public one. You would have never opened a public
No,
one?
I do want to. It's
Please
just,
do.
yeah, no, I would, I actually want to open like a, have you ever been to Lifetime?
Yes.
Lifetime Fitness?
Uh-huh.
Similar to that, but I want to add machinery that's like a little bit futuristic. I have this like really cool idea.
Uh-huh.
But it's just so much fucking money.
It is.
It's so much money. And
a
also it's
lot.
like a separate business.
Of
you know,
course.
like right now we're focused on workout programs and protein and supplements. So like that's what we're doing now. Once we blow that up, then definitely the next move is the gym.
Dude, yeah, because like liability and all that stuff. But I would probably be like first member. I would honestly love to go to your.
I'd be
you have
curious
a
to
dope
see.
vibe.
Yeah.
Like I've worked out. I don't even know how many years.
Yeah, I was gonna
2
say
years.
you should tell your story.
I just.
Yeah, I heard you have a pretty-
I was just like I've
We've been
told
talking.
you.
We've been talking. I know. People have heard it so many times, but
No,
listen.
but we don't have to make it like a whole thing. Just like
No, okay.
Yeah.
Well, look. Like I've said, I've been overweight a lot of time in my life. My dad passed away when I was 12, 13, right? I gained a lot of weight, obviously emotional eating, and then I got the gastric bypass or sleeve, whatever. I don't remember which one. I got it before my 15th birthday. And then after my mom passed away, my birthday was in October and my mom passed away in December. So after that, I just kept eating and eating and eating. Went to private school, whatever, and we did the reality show, and it got to a point I was already going to be hitting 300.
wow. How tall are you?
I'm 5'7".
Wow.
5'7", and it was very, very hard for me. And I remember my specific moment, because I always ask, like, what was, like, the breaking point for you? And one of my guests was here before, he said that his breaking point was that he couldn't go up the stairs, and because he has a heart murmur. For me, it was, we had a reality show, and looking back on the clips and all that, like I hated how I looked, and social media obviously, and I hate that I have to say that social media was a part of it, but because I was in the limelight a lot, like I had no other choice but to help myself. And I started to like, I couldn't breathe. Like it was harder for me. I love to sing sometimes, well, like privately at home and stuff. But like I loved, but
When do we leave?
I can't. I know. Don't ask right now. No, but like at home, like I felt like my notes, I couldn't sing as long as I could because my breath was cut short.
Are you soprano?
Both, yeah. I am.
Right. All right.
Yeah.
How do you know that, Suzy? Come on, baby. I know everything. Come on, continue, please.
Oh, Suzy. No, but I did have to, I lost a lot of weight. I lost like 80 pounds, 80. And then I got surgery. I did all this, like I did a tummy tuck and all that because it was just, I couldn't drop anymore. It was, and they took off like 30 pounds of skin.
Oh, wow.
Off of me. Whatever. Even then, even till this day, I'm still going. That's why I was asking, like, dude, please open up a gym. Like, I'd be so down. Like, I go to the gym here in Woodland Hills, and I loved it up until my trainer left. But because, like, it's all the same energy and the vibe, and I feel like that's what your gym would kind of be like. Everyone's there with the same mentality, because I feel like when you go to, like, 24, like, LA, like, everybody's just doing it just to do it, not with, like...
Not with intention.
Yes. So it kind of gets, like... draining even as a person just to go. So I don't know, I feel like it'd be dope for you to open up a gym.
I do want to one day for sure. I mean, the next best thing that we're doing is we're launching our app in January, and that is like the closest thing that you'll get to a trainer. That's the closest thing you'll get to a trainer. So you can have access to that for free.
Oh, well, thanks.
No problem.
Okay, well, no. you brought in this, you guys. They brought in the Xeela unreleased. This comes out when?
On Tuesday, the 15th of
Right
August.
whenever you release this episode.
So Tuesday.
Yeah.
Today's Sunday, you guys. On Tuesday, you guys happy Tuesday. This is strawberry shortcake. That sounds amazing. I think of the popsicle.
Yes.
It's actually so similar.
So similar to
the
it.
first time I tried it, I was like, because strawberry shortcake popsicle was my favorite ice cream
Mine
growing up.
too.
I tried it, and I was like, holy
Okay, well, I'm
shit.
going to open it.
Oh, okay.
And I put water. He said it's good with water.
It is good
I'll
with
mix
water.
it in
Wait, how much water did you add?
It's like, this is a 16 ounce, so it's probably like at like 10 there. Is that good?
Yeah.
You drink
Yeah?
Do like a scoop and actually do one scoop. Try
One
just
scoop. Okay, one scoop is what, 25?
25 grams of protein
Yeah.
for one scoop. Yeah.
And just to clarify, it's vegan because a lot of
Yeah,
people.
'cause I was gonna say
a
that.
lot
It's
of people
clean
always
plant
ask
protein.
questions.
Vegan.
Yes.
Yeah, it's vegan.
I'm going to be honest. I don't like plant-based.
well,
And I hope this one.
yeah, I hope so too. Because I
gonna like
didn't
it.
like plant based either before I started Xeela. But when we got the formula down, I was like, damn, okay, maybe I'm gonna change my mind.
Even like this. Like, even just like that.
Yeah, when this episode airs, it's gonna be available.
So you're hands-on with like all the products and stuff like that? Like,
Yeah. So we have my co-founder is a chief formulator.
uh-huh.
And I bring him the ideas of the flavor.
What you want,
He
right?
creates it. We go back and forth with iterations, but he's like the science mastermind behind it.
Right.
And I'm kind of like the creative, the vision, like that side.
He
But
tells you if it's possible or not.
he usually doesn't tell me it's not possible. Usually it's.
How exciting.
Can I see
Oh,
it?
there's strawberries.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, look.
yeah.
See, can I see
I
it?
just want to see that it's mixed correctly.
It tastes good already, though.
That's my favorite part is a freeze
Can I see the
dried.
lid? I just want to shake it for you.
Yeah.
So
That's my favorite part is a freeze
There's a
dried.
little hole at the
strawberries.
top, so be careful.
Got it.
It drops it everywhere.
I know.
It's fine.
Okay, so this comes out today. Don't you have another episode coming out?
It's coming out today too.
Okay,
that just
cool.
dropped today. So
make sure you
the
guys-
fourth and final episode just dropped today.
Okay, while we shake this up, yes. Please give your socials, give everything so that
Yeah,
people
so
can
the
find you, your journeys, all that.
Yeah, so the fourth and final episode of my weight loss journey is on the Xeela YouTube page. So
Okay.
it's Xeela Fitness YouTube page, Xeela. The strawberry shortcake protein just dropped today. The workout guide, the workout kit literally just dropped today on the Xeela Fitness
Yes.
website.
Yeah, so she's got like a 3-month at-home workout guide where,
Dope.
like, if you log in to the PDF, you'll see exactly what workouts you can
Everything,
do from
yeah.
home
Dope.
with
All
like
right,
the
cool.
bands and stuff. You know.
Okay, cool.
And everything in the it also comes with the box that you can
right,
purchase
with all
and
the equipment.
with all the equipment that you can work out at home.
Awesome. Are you gonna stop now, or are you gonna
No,
keep going?
I have to keep. I'm going. I keep going. I keep going.
I keep going.
I keep
I keep going.
No, I'm definitely gonna keep going.
Yeah.
For sure. He just texted me a few days ago too, which was so funny. But yeah,
Do you have another goal?
I'm a little self-conscious of my stomach still and my arms, my triceps. So those are the are the
Concerns.
two biggest problems that I want to make better, and also my buttocks. My butt got really small.
It did?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. We're gonna fix it. Ilya will fix the butt
We're good.
without a doubt. What about you, Ilya? Anything for the brand? You as a person?
The biggest thing is, like I said, our app that's coming out in January. I think like a lot of apps that are out now. What do you think?
That's really good. No, I'm not even fucking like. I'm not doing this right now because of the podcast. I swear to God, like I'm very picky about protein. So picky. Wow. You killed
fire,
this,
huh?
Ilya. I swear you
Thank
killed
you.
it. Wow. Can you try it, Val?
It's
Do you like strawberry too?
a lot of people. Yeah, a lot of people always say that
Imagine cold.
yeah.
Yeah.
I make a
Anyways.
pudding out of it.
You made a what?
A pudding. So I make a pudding out of it, and then it's so good.
Okay, sorry. So what you were saying? What do you want to do next?
Yeah, no, I was
amazed.
just saying.
Wow. I haven't. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna just be here.
She's not gonna listen to you anymore.
I'm gonna be like, thanks.
Next time I'll send you like a blender bottle so that you can see how many ounces are in the cup.
No. I have them. I
you
just
do?
wanted
Okay,
to do it like
Yeah.
here right now. I don't.
So I think if there's like a little bit less water, it'll taste more full.
No, it tastes amazing.
Thank you.
It tastes really good. You
Thank
did
you.
really good. I'm really interested into seeing like all the other products.
Yeah, thank you.
And obviously, like, you have a wonderful
Yeah. My result.
result here. Good job.
And she said wonderful, and she waited for you to finish. Just like,
I'm like, a wonderful what? No, but really, like,
Yeah.
I could see like your heart and your passion into this.
Yeah.
So I applaud you. I applaud you, Suzy.
thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much for being here and for coming and
Thank you
sharing
for
your
having us.
stories. Make sure you guys get your Xeela protein. Go watch Suzy's documentary on Xeela Fitness. And you guys, if you're inspired, please just follow them and their story and who they are and Xeela. And if you really want to get on your journey, I highly recommend it. I promise it's worth it. It's worth it, right?
100%.
100% for the
I feel
mental,
happier.
good health, all that stuff.
To add to that really quick,
Yes.
on a final note, there is never a good time to start.
Yep.
Ever.
Yeah.
Like,
Never
it's,
too late either.
it's never too late, and there's never a good time. So if you think that, okay, next week or tomorrow, it never works. There's never a good time. So even if it's midday on a Wednesday, just start then.
Yep.
And
It doesn't
start
have
slow.
to be on Mondays either.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be on Mondays.
Yeah, a lot of people do say that quote. The diet
sorry,
starts
on
Monday.
Monday.
No,
Yeah.
bro, just
Yeah.
I love it. Well, all right. Thank you guys so much again. Thank you to everybody listening and watching. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And we will see you guys next Tuesday on the Overcomfort Podcast.
Bye-bye.
bye.
Adios.
Overcomfort Podcast is a production of iHeart's My Cultura podcast network.